I've now sold over 80,000 t-shirts online, making a couple $1,000,000 from t-shirts alone. And today I'm going to break down the step-by-step process so that you can replicate similar success in your own business. I did it all without paying for any marketing, making any TikToks, and without being a professional designer, making an average of a 31% profit margin, all by the age of 24. This is the same process I've used to sell mugs, posters, and digital products online. The thing is that if you want to use an online business to make a lot of money and tens of thousands of sales online, then you have to lay a good foundation. This means starting out using the right platforms. Now look, this is a roughly 10-minute video about a business model that can literally change your life. So if you want it to actually help you, then I would suggest putting any distractions aside, like turning off your phone and setting it in the other room, and investing at least 10 minutes into this video that can actually help you change your life. Now, when it comes to selling online, if you're a beginner, I don't think that there's any better platform to start out on than Etsy. It doesn't sound as sexy as Shopify or Amazon, but it has its own unique advantages for beginners, which I'm going to be talking about throughout this video. But most importantly, it keeps your startup costs down so that you can invest that money into other important areas of your business. Etsy is the platform that I've sold over 80,000 t-shirts on across a couple different shops, had my first huge success with, and the platform that I've used ever since then. It unlocks essentially 3 different business models that you can use all within the marketplace. You can sell dropshipping products, print-on-demand products like the t-shirts that I've sold, and even digital products. Now, since I've made all of my money from print-on-demand and digital products, that's what I'm going to be primarily covering in this video. Now, I will say getting started is the hardest part, so you can open your shop in less than 10 minutes with 40 free listings by using my 9-minute quick start guide, which I'll have a free download link for down below this video. Now, the platform you start out on is a really important decision because one of the biggest decisions that you'll make for your business will be what products you choose to sell. So if you wanted to do what I did and sell on Etsy, the next thing that you have to do is pick the products that you're going to be selling. Picking the right product will make or break your business. Now, I've covered how to make several different products across multiple videos here on my channel, from digital downloads and prints made using AI to print-on-demand products like t-shirts and mugs. Now, if you've seen any of those videos, then you'll know that each one of those products can provide a very comfortable income, and we know this by looking at the public sales data, and I know this because I've sold many of those products myself. But the question always comes around, what's the best product to sell? Now, this graph shows how products on Etsy can be sold. So they can either be sold passively, which are going to be your pre-made products that kind of automatically fulfill, or actively. These are going to be your more custom products. Then you have your low ticket and your high ticket products. So if you want to make $10,000 per month in profit, for example, you'll have to sell a lot more low ticket products to reach that goal. Now, in this first quadrant, we have the low ticket, fully active or custom products. And this is really where you don't want to be, making fully custom products for every order that don't return a lot of profit. This is kind of a rare L, and it doesn't usually happen because you can't usually drop ship these products anyway. In the second quadrant, we have the high ticket custom products, and this really isn't a bad area to be in. These return a good amount of profit per order, and they're usually easier to get sales on because they're custom and they're also drop shippable, usually. Now, the more customizable they are, the more money you'll make per order, and the less customizable or easy it is to make, usually the less profit you'll be keeping per order. Now, in the third section, we have the high ticket passive products. Now, this is where you kind of wish you could be, but you probably aren't patient enough to make a good enough product and then wait for it to sell. So these products are hard to make and find. Plus, most people think that this section is kind of too good to be true. So unless you're completely built different, this is probably not the section for you to choose your products from. And this final section is where I've chosen most of my products from. This is going to be your mostly passive products that can usually be just pre-made and mass produced, and they're generally easy to get sales on because they're lower ticket. So even though you're making less profit per order, they're easier to get a lot of sales on. From my experience, this is kind of the safe area that you want to choose your products from. These are either products that you'll be paid well for fulfilling them, and then the more passive that you go, the less profit per order, but the easier it is and more passive they are to fulfill and handle. Dropshipping, print-on-demand, and digital products all fit kind of in this area, and this is where all of my products fit in. With every single option in this area, even ones that I haven't put in, these are products that you can get to at least $10,000 per month. They're very scalable options. The only downside is these are the most competitive products. So to kind of take that question full circle, I think that the best product you can sell is the one that you feel you can sell the best. If you're familiar with Excel, there's products like budget trackers and financial planners that would be a much more practical fit than trying to make something like a med school study guide. Or maybe you love graphic design, then it might make more sense for you to sell print-on-demand products like t-shirts or mugs. Personally, my favorite products are t-shirts, obviously, mugs, posters, and digital downloads. But all of those products have very high competition. The thing is, if you're worried about competition, you'll never get the sales you want to. Competition doesn't matter for the product category because it's all about the marketing angle that we use to get our products to sell. That's the way I've been able to sell over 100,000 products online in total, was by picking competitive products and then just by doing the very same thing slightly better than all of the competitors. When you're just getting started out, the products that you choose to sell, the products that you make, probably suck. Now, 80,000 t-shirts probably sounds like a lot because it kind of is, but let me put that in a little bit more context for you. I've posted thousands of product listings for sale. Now, they definitely didn't all sell and they're not all still active because most of them never did sell. But over the past few years, I've made thousands and thousands of print-on-demand and digital product listings, which is much less sexy when you hear it that way. And I did this for a few reasons. Now, with print-on-demand and digital products, I can usually get about 20% of the listings that I post to actually sell. That means that out of 1,000 products, about 20% or 200 of those products will sell. Then out of those 200, another 20% or so will become best sellers. So for every 1,000 listings, I get about 40 products that will rank on the first page of search results and continue to sell every day without me needing to do anything else. These are very rough numbers, but I think you get the point. Whenever I suck at something, I have to put in a lot of work to get better at it. The cool thing with print on demand or selling digital products is that you can keep making products until it works. And for every 1,000 listings I post, that's only $200 in fees that I have to pay. And you usually start making that money back as you post more and more products. Now, a core reason to use Etsy's marketplace is to utilize their free traffic. Now, I've done an entire video covering how to use their free traffic to get sales, which you should definitely go watch after this one. But in short, here's the method. Since we don't want to be paying for Etsy's advertising, we need to make more listings with good SEO to increase our chances of getting sales. When you list enough products for sale with good SEO and keywords, the Etsy algorithm will eventually push some of the traffic that they're driving to your listings. Now, once that traffic's on your listings, then we just have to convert them to buy. And the way that we convert these casual shoppers into someone checking out is obviously with a good product, but it also has to have good product images. This means getting the best mock-up images for your products. The mock-up is the first impression. It's what the customer sees first and ultimately gets them to buy. The mock-up has to display either the functionality of the product or it has to display the qualities that the customer's going to want. You can usually find high-quality mock-ups to buy right inside of Etsy, but you just have to look at what's already working. As your listings get better, some of that traffic will start to convert and your sales will start to grow. Getting better over time is what makes this strategy work so well. A good product with good mockups and good listing images and good keywords in the listing is all that you need to get them to sell. Now, if it sounds overwhelming to make a lot of product listings, that's where principle number 4 comes into play: infrastructure. Infrastructure is the backbone of your business. It's all of the automation and the systems, the processes that allow you to post a lot of better and better products for sale and then fulfill the thousands of orders that you're going to start getting. You need infrastructure for making a lot of good products, getting them listed on Etsy with good SEO, good keywords and images, and then getting them to sell. I've developed systems, templates, and automation software to handle all of these tasks. For example, my infinite inventory matrix allows me to never run out of ideas. My TPP system, Templatize Produce Post, allows me to turn ideas into hundreds of designs. Then my automation software allows me to bulk upload those designs onto Etsy without having to manually do each one. These are the systems that my students inside the 6-Figure Storefront course are using and getting great results with. All the course does is help students implement my systems into their business. But the whole point is really just to build out systems to help you make more, better, and better products and get them posted for sale as efficiently as possible. And that's really whether you're using my systems or not. On top of the systems, as I just mentioned, we also have the Printify product uploader program. Now, you'll remember how I said you need to post a lot of listings for sale. Well, this program allows you to bulk upload your designs to print-on-demand products that you're posting for sale without any user input, completely on autopilot. And we actually just released an updated version 2 of the program, which again is completely free. So a link for that software, plus all the other resources I mentioned in this video, will be available down below. Now, when you do start fulfilling thousands and thousands of orders, you have to have good suppliers. This means finding suppliers that are Etsy approved, fulfill orders on time, and ideally ship quickly. Now, personally, for all of my print-on-demand needs, I use Printify. They have the best selection of products and suppliers for those products, and by far the best pricing. And they're obviously equipped to handle a large amount of orders. Now, back when I was getting started, partway into my t-shirt selling journey, I realized that I was missing out on a ton of profit by using suppliers like Gelato and Printful. Once I switched over to Printify, I started keeping around 20% more profit per order. Even if it's only a few dollars per order, it really adds up across tens of thousands of orders. That's why I still use Printify to this day. And at this point, I've spent almost $1 million fulfilling t-shirts alone from just one of my Etsy shops using Printify. Now look, that was a lot to cover in a very short amount of time, but the point is, by choosing to sell on Etsy and then building out systems to produce and post and sell a lot of products, that's how I've been able to make all of my money. It sounds really simple because it honestly is, but simple doesn't always mean easy, mostly because it's a huge mental game, but doing it is absolutely worth it. Now, if you want a more detailed look at how to put all of these pieces together and reach $10,000 a month in profit and beyond, you can go check out this video now, and I'll see you over there.